It's currently day something of something. We're still trying to do our 30-day vlog to a degree, but I think we are safely starting on week 3 at this point. And week three, I think is going to be the week of the cat over here. Where is it? There's Calcifer. Calcifer's down over here. Just got Calcifer, which means it's going to be a bit of a crazy week as I adjust to having a cat in the house with a whole lot of attention needed to it. But anyways, so again, just to kind of recap where we're up to, this vlog is just a vlog with a weekly focus while also still trying to build habits that I have been pretty decent at but not perfect at. Right now, this entire room has just been totally transformed. Oh. Yeah, hey buddy. This entire room has been transformed into Calcifer's room, and Calcifer wants attention right now. Oh, Calcifer's getting to the mic, which is what it is. But this is Calcifer, named, yes, after Howl's Moving Castles. The kids chose the name. We chose Ember first, and then we pivoted to Calcifer, and we like Calcifer more, and he's hanging around. Oh, it's too much. This is too much. Anyways, so week 3 is literally going to be focused on cats. That's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about other stuff as we usually do, but if you're not a pet person, or if you don't appreciate a cat, then this might not be the week for you, because I think we're going to be totally focused. It might not be as good a week as week 1, which was a whole home makeover. You saw part of the reason why I cleaned up this room was to get it set up so we can get to the point where a cat could live in it. Week 2 was a whole lot of me just trying to be on target with filming every day, doing Gen Con, which did not work. And week 3 is the cat vlog. We'll get more into it in tomorrow's video, because this is just an introduction. Hello everyone, this is Calcifer. Calcifer is a Siberian boy. He's a red Siberian boy, and he is 12 weeks old right now and just getting used to his new home. So he's getting all acquainted, getting used to things, and I like him. I'm a fan. We'll be back tomorrow with more updates as far as what's going on. Whoa. This is too much. I'm sorry. Okay. I'll be back tomorrow with more updates as far as what the situation is, why we got him, how he came to be. Also, I definitely recommend the breeder. So if you're looking for a recommendation for this breeder, if you're looking for Siberian, we'll get more into it tomorrow. This is day something of something, and we'll see you with day something plus 1 tomorrow. Day something of something, I still haven't actually checked what day we're up to, so I'll do that soon enough and try to start correcting the count. But several things. First of all, just a little bit of recap of where we are till now in previous vlogs. In terms of social media, I've been better at it, but not as good as that first week. I think I really need to start doing that as like a daily check-in every single time, where I'm like, okay, no social media, because I think I stopped holding myself accountable as soon as I stopped having to say it in every single video, and that's not a good way to build up a 30-day habit. It really, again, Indiegogo plus Gen Con kind of give me reasons to dabble, and that's not the goal. I don't need to. I don't think I need to dabble. I think I'm telling myself that I can't miss what's on social media. That's Calcifer's jogging around over there. Anyway, so social media wise, that part I've not been as on track on. I need to be better at. I've been good, not as good as I used to be. And social media includes social media, includes doom scrolling, includes popping up, Instagram and Google feeds, all these things. And Instagram is really the one that I do feel I get value from. Just the types of people I follow stuff that I'm happy to see. I'm just trying to get away from the habit of pulling up my phone and trying to find things to waste. So we're still working on the habit, but Instagram is the one I want to go back to. Anyways, outside of that, other habits. Keeping the place clean, that I've been doing great at. I actually assembled calyxes in the basement. I got that part done, which I mentioned I was planning on, and I did it. So, I actually am waiting on parts for the last calyx because it was missing some screws. So, IKEA replaces parts free, so that's nice. Anyways, I have parts coming, so I'll be doing the 3rd calyx, but the first 2 are already done and built, making the basement even more organized. Instead of a neat stack of games, it's going to be no stacks of games and just games on shelves, which I much prefer, although I still need to get rid of the stack of prototypes. Anyways, this is all stuff from previous videos, but keeping the place clean, great. Social media, kind of went down. Gratitude, kind of went down again. The gratitude journal, I think, these are just... Locking in habits is hard, but I think that's why I need to make it part of my daily check-in. Outside of that, let's talk about Calcifer. So this is week 3 of the vlog situation. And we have Calcifer running around over there playing with things. But let's talk about a little bit of background. And if you watch certain content, like I'm sure I'm going to talk about in different live streams or who knows where, like Calcifer is around now. And that means like some people are not pet people and don't care. Some people are not cat people and don't care. But there are enough people that do care about this stuff that I'm sure I will have talked about it in some capacity. So you may be hearing saying this for the third time or the second time or the first time, who really knows. But the short version is, my kids have always wanted a cat. I grew up with a cat. I like cats. I always like cats. I just, with 4 kids, you don't need another person to take care of. Another thing to take care of. But I always said to my kids, eventually we can talk about getting a cat one day. I'm not a dog person. I'm sorry to you dog people out there. They're fine. They're nice. I don't go goo-goo gaga for them. And I don't know if I go goo-goo gaga for Calcifer, but I certainly do like him. But I always said that a cat was something that we would entertain. And then what happened is, around 6 months ago from now, when I'm filming this, my kids walked outside and there were some kittens just hovering around. It must have been a new litter, must have been just born, but they were obsessed. Actually, I think it was a 2-part story technically. I think technically it wasn't a kitten, there was a stray cat. And we kind of talked about, there was a stray cat, that's the first thing that happened, and the stray cat was like really being friendly with them and wanting to talk and interact, and my kids were obsessed with it. And the what someday conversation started moving into, well, what happens if someday starts becoming an actual conversation? My son's allergic to cats though, so that puts a bit of a challenge in there. I think 3 of my kids were interacting with a cat, and my son had to stand back because he would break out if he interacted with a cat. And so we started the conversation of looking into hyperallergenic options for cats, just looking into the process. We were like, okay, let's start the process. Fast forward like a month while we were going through the research slowly, and then there was apparently 2 kittens that were born outside my house. And I maybe it's associated with a stray cat, don't know, but my kids were once again a little obsessed, and this is like 2 things in a row. And so we kind of accelerated the process of looking into getting a cat and what the options were. We tried a Siberian blue. No, not Siberian blue, Russian blue. So we tried a Russian blue. They are a hyperallergenic breed. My daughter was interested in them. And we tested it out with my son, and he still reacted, unfortunately. They are hyperallergenic, but they're not the most hyperallergenic. The way cats are, no cat is truly not allergic. Cats produce a protein, the FeLD1 protein or something like that. I think that's what it's called. And depending on how much of that protein the cat produces, the less allergic they are going to be to people who are allergic. And Siberians are supposedly the least producing, but Russian blues are also very little producing. The Russian blue didn't work out. We tested it, didn't happen. We didn't buy it. We tested it with a blanket with it. Hey, Calcifer, what's up? Oh. Anyways, we tested the Russian blue. Didn't work out. And then we tested a Siberian. We visited a Siberian breeder. We had my son associate with the cats. And he reacted well enough. He's just Calcifer's running around. It's a kitten, lots of energy. There we go. So my son reacted well enough. He still had minor reactions, but so minor after spending an hour and a half playing with them, interacting with them, touching them, and all that. It was so minor that we were like, you know what? We're going to go forward with this. We're going to see what this looks like. We're going to try this out. There's a bit of a risk associated. If it doesn't work out, I don't know what we do because I really like this guy right now, and I don't want to lose him. Oh my gosh, I don't want to lose him. But we'll figure it out. Anyways, that's where things are. So it's like, I've had Calcifer for 2 days at this point. It's really not been a long time. I don't know if it's 2 days, 3 days, 1 day. It's more than 1 day. Whatever day X of the calendar it is over here. But that's kind of the long and short of why we have Calcifer. And now starts the process of me trying to do all the things I usually do while also making sure this guy gets enough attention. Because when the kids are away, when they're at school or camp or wherever, he wants so much attention. And I have a hard time saying no to him. So my video production has been down the past few days. I'm trying to keep on top of GameFound because coming back from Gen Con, there's a lot of GameFound catch up. So I've been trying to keep on top of that. Oh, someone's going to the litter box right now. But we'll see, maybe I shouldn't be showing that. I don't know, privacy and all that. What's up? Oh, do you want to see this? Oh, yeah, it's a stick. Usually sticks are toys, I know. Yeah, go ahead, eat, there's still food left. I know, you just had breakfast. Anyways, so yeah, that's kind of where things are as far as the kind of story of why we have Calcifer. We'll continue. It's been long enough for today's vlog. We'll come back with tomorrow's vlog where I talk more about the adapting to life with a kitten, for those of you who are interested. I might go into more about Siberians in general. Like, they're not cheap, just for the record. Like, Calcifer is $2,300 because hypoallergenic cats are not cheap. But and then again, my kids are very, very happy right now, so we'll see. Anyways, we'll be back tomorrow. That's kind of a long enough segment. Again, these vlogs are gonna be so long. I don't know who's gonna watch them, but hey, it's me just documenting things that are not necessarily board game related, but my entire life is board game adjacent. So, I mean, heck, I picked up Calcifer on the way home from Gen Con. How much more board game adjacent can you be that on the way home from a board game convention is when and how you get your cat? Until next time, I sound like I'm ending a video. I'll see you in 2 minutes because tomorrow is 2 minutes from now in your timeline. So it's the next day, day X of whatever of the vlog, to give you a bit of an update on things so far. And day 4, day 5 of cat ownership. I'm going to get these numbers right at some point, but I promise I need to check the previous footage to see where I was at. So until I do, I'm just keep saying day something of something, which I should just check the footage. I'll try to do that today. Anyways, to kind of update you on things. So first of all is, again, going back to what I said yesterday, I need to get better at the being off Facebook thing. I'm still good at it, but I for a solid week, I was perfect at it, and I've moved away from perfect into just generically good, and I don't think that I'm happy with that. I think that between now and the next vlog, the next time I check in, unless I check in again today, I think I very much want to be able to say I have not touched Facebook or any of the distractions. I have not touched Instagram, I have not touched Facebook, and I have not looked at Google Feeds. I really need to do that. I don't know if I told you this, but I kind of started doing Duolingo. At some point I started doing Duolingo because I was looking for good, healthy replacements. And then I got really frustrated with how Duolingo is kind of, their free model, which, hey, free is free, but like the free model is like, come check in and learn every day, but also we're not going to give you enough hearts to really do it, so you have to do it. We're going to annoy you incessantly, but we can't actually give you enough hearts to do it properly. Which, like, pick a lane. Either just say I can't do it a lot, or remind me, but let me do it. As it stands, it feels like the entire thing is just really, really annoying unless you do paid Duolingo. So I need to find a better thing. As a random, I guess, if you have a language learning app that you recommend, because I think the thing is, if I really wanted to learn a language, I'd pay for a Duolingo. It's worth it. But I'm kind of just doing it as like, what are healthier things I can replace my time with instead of doom scrolling? So if you have a recommendation for a language app, by all means, let me know. Or if you have recommendations for just good things you've done, there's like a few other apps I've downloaded I'm going to try out and see. I'm just trying to replace doom scrolling with things that add value to my life, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'll check in again tomorrow and let you know if I was able to go 24 hours without touching any of these distractions. Again, to be clear, even though I'm failing, I'm still doing good. I'm just not doing as good as I was for the first week. So this habit forming, which was supposed to be 30 days of habits, ended up being 7 days of habits. Past that, again, maintaining the house, that part's going great. Cleaning, gratitude journal's going great. Maintaining the house is going great. Other things in that vein are going great overall. Although I will say I came back from Gen Con with a lot of games. It took a few days before those got organized. Those are mostly organized, still not complete. But the main principle of just not leaving a mess forever, that's something I'm doing. We are still on cat ownership. Oh, he's stretching. So this is Calcifer, which you've seen already because that's the whole point. He's currently in sleeping mode. I'm learning a lot about cat stuff. Oh, Cal. Hey, buddy. Yeah, I'm learning a lot about cat stuff. ChatGPT is your friend in this regard. Again, keeping in mind that things like ChatGPT are never a guarantee, but pair that with some actual human beings you can talk to and you have a good degree of, or even just validate. Like even if you have a vet and you're like, by the way, it's just some things that I've been doing based on ChatGPT, can you confirm? You can get a whole lot done with that kind of combo. But he, at this point, and again, I don't remember what I said yesterday because this is the problem with this. He, at this point, has mostly full reign of the house. He doesn't have access to upstairs yet, although I'm not in a rush to do that because the upstairs has a lot of nooks and crannies, and honestly, it's not where I spend any of my time. Like, for the most part, I infrequently go up there. Like, the kids' rooms are there, which they kind of will want access to, having Calcifer go up because of that. So that might be the impetus to getting him up there. But he has access to the rest of the house, the whole main floor, the whole basement. It's been, the first day was his own room. Day 2 was his room and my bedroom, which are kind of semi-linked. And then, hey, where are you going, buddy? Where are you going? You okay there? Yeah, was I talking too much? Do you feel like I wasn't giving enough attention? Day 3 was opening it to the main floor, and then day 4 was the basement. So like at this point, he has main access. And what I find fun, what I find fascinating, is he keeps changing. I think he's like wondering who I'm talking to. He keeps changing the spots that he likes to be in, which I find so fascinating. Like, he'll have a preferred spot for like 24 hours, and then he moves to a new preferred spot. So every time I get used to where I can find him, I have to learn the new spot because he likes to hide. He likes to hide. It's a lot. Like he really buries into all kinds of nooks and crevices. I've lost him like at least twice a day, every single day, because it's still new for me. This is still like, it's still a week old. At some point, I will grow comfortable with him disappearing for half a day without worrying about it. But I'm not yet there. Right now, every time I'm like, that's it. He managed to dart out of the house when I wasn't paying attention. It happened. It finally happened. So he's like shifted away a bit. I don't know if I was talking too loudly Sometimes I find he also just wants to be done with the petting. That's another thing as well. Like he loves the petting, he purrs away, but sometimes he's done. And when he's done, he's done. And I try to respect that. There's a healthy balance between picking him up and then giving him a second to get comfortable and settled. And if after a second he still wants to dart away, I let him. Like if he's trying to dart away the first second, I don't. And then once it's like 4 seconds in, I let him dart away if he wants to. Again, healthy balances and all that. I actually have no clue it's a healthy balance. Seemingly a healthy balance, but I haven't actually asked ChatGPT that question. I've asked ChatGPT a ton of other questions though, like when do you get them spayed, neutered? How soon do you need a vet in their life and all that? What should they be doing at this age range? Like even things like eating and going to the bathroom, but eating and pooping and all that. I'm like, how frequently should he be? Because he seems to ignore his dry food for the most part, only really eating his dry food when it's mixed in with his wet food, which is fine now, but not great when I travel because most auto feeders for pets, for cats, are dry food based. I think there are some for wet food, but if he's only eating the dry food when it's in the wet food, I mean, either way, when I travel, my daughter's still able to provide additional health care, or not health care, additional pet care, but I still like the idea of making sure his needs are completely met before I travel, because I do travel a lot. Which, by the way, is another thing. I asked ChatGPT before I got a cat. I said, this is my travel schedule, but also, because here's what I kind of told ChatGPT. I said I travel a lot, so that's the downside, but also I work from home, so I'm always home. Like I don't leave for 8 hours a day. And overall the balance, like ChatGPT seemed to think it was totally fine. Then again, I'm trusting a lot of things to ChatGPT, but people travel, people go to work every day and leave their pets behind. Like pets must be self-sustaining to some extent, seemingly. I might not sound confident right now. I've done the research on most of these things. I guess my lack of confidence is the research out there. And the research is not exclusive to ChatGPT. Again, I have people in the mix. Like when I was getting Calcifer from the breeder, I made sure to go over all these questions that I already had answers to, but I wanted their take. And for the most part, it lined up perfectly with what ChatGPT said, because ChatGPT is not perfect. It can screw things up. And ChatGPT means any LLM, any learning language model. But while it can screw things up, it still is pretty darn good. It's your smartest friend who's overly confident, usually right, but sounds like they're right even when they're wrong. Anyways, that's your little Calcifer slash ChatGPT segment for today. We'll be back tomorrow with whatever new learnings I've had since then in the joys of cat ownership. This is the cat vlog. Next week we'll have a new subject, probably. We'll see. I'll see you tomorrow. I think it's day 24 of 30. I checked yesterday. Yesterday was day 23 of 30, but now it's the day after. So I think it's day 24 of 30. We're only on halfway through week 3 of the vlog though, because I haven't filmed every day, which is something I'm still struggling with, but I push it off because sometimes I'm like, I'll have something interesting to say later in the day. But whoa, Calcifer just ran past. A few small things I'll say. First of all, someone recommended these in my live stream recently. These are insane. He goes crazy for them. It's like $7 for a 3-pack on Amazon. He goes absolutely crazy for them. Speaking of crazy, he's somewhere down there. There he is. There he is. He's down there. Hi, Calcifer. How's it going? He's currently in play mode because I was just playing that with him. I also got a new cat tower over here. Had some assembly issues, unfortunately. I mean, it worked out well, but there was a piece that was broken. I had to go back to the store and exchange just one piece. This centerpiece over here was broken. But outside of that, these things assemble pretty quickly in 30 minutes-ish. Hey, Cal. Cal, do you want to say hi to the camera? Say hi to everyone. Hi. Oh, it's a new stick. Oh, nope. Cal, yeah, what's up, buddy? Do you want to come over here? Come. How about I just sit over here and you come to talk to me, okay? So anyways, oh no, he's not going to talk to me. He's going to run past instead. Did you see him? Where is he? No, he's over there. He's doing the cat tower. All the way to the top. You rarely go to the top there, buddy. It's a new cat. Oh, this is a new launching off point. Oh, I love this. 1 second. Give me a second. This is a cat vlog after all. He has a new way to get to the counter. That is incredible. Cal, you're the best. Okay, cool. So I'm very much in cat dad mode. It's cool. Anyways, so where are we today? So this is towards the end. I feel there's 4 so's in a row. We're towards the end of the, he saw the toy. He loves this toy. Oh no, Cal, this one's not for you. He saw the toy that I was just showing you. I took it out of the bag because it's a pack of 3 and I have 1 already in use. The others are gonna go back hidden, so we have extras around. So the cat vlog is almost over because I have to double check how many there are. I'm aiming for 7 videos per vlog, and we're just calling it week 1, week 2, week 3, even though it's not, because that's just how it's gonna be. But outside of that, we're closing on. Despite the fact that there's probably 2 more videos to go in this, today is officially 7 days of cat ownership. In around 40 minutes or so, I will have met Calcifer for the first time in person in around 40 minutes, although he will have still had a 4-hour ride back from Gen Con. What's up, buddy? Do you want attention? I can come give you attention. Oh, you're gonna chase your tail? Gonna chase your tail now? He definitely wants attention. We'll give him attention in a second. It's about week one of cat ownership. It has been both a ton of fun, and again, we'll have a wrap up towards the end here, but it's been a ton of fun and a ton of work in the sense that it's somebody else who needs attention, somebody else who needs, like, food is easy, food takes 2 seconds, playtime and attention, that's the tough one, because I need to make sure to actively give them attention. You're supposed to, kittens in particular, especially for the bonding aspect of things, you want to give them as much attention as possible, with the caveat that as possible, it's reasonable, it's like maybe an hour a day, but an hour a day is an hour a day, like there's so much that I try to do with an hour a day. I feel like every time I get closer to catching up on things or getting ahead, I feel we directly go from there to what new thing can I add to my life that takes up my time, and this week, month, next few months is going to be Calcifer, and I may have said this earlier in the vlog, I'm already considering a second. I don't know, I just feel like having a buddy will help him to an extent, and this is true, having a buddy will help him, but it's twice as much everything else. It's twice as much maintenance, management, expenses, all of those things, so it's something I'm taking seriously, but it's going well so far. The first week with the kids has been great. A big part, like I mentioned, was testing how my allergic son was going to react. And he's reacting, but minimally compared to what we would expect normally. Minimally compared to every other interaction he's ever had. He's had 2 issues so far. One was he likes to bury his face in Calcifer's fur. And one time that caused fur to get in his eye, and then he... what's it called? And then he had his eye blew up a little bit. Gave him some Benadryl and everything went well after that. The other was Calcifer scratched him, and scratches, for when you're allergic to cats, a cat scratch is not great. And so scratched him, drew blood. My son didn't care about that. And then after that, he was itching all over and he cared about that. So there's definitely a degree of adjustment to those things, but he's managing. He's managing. Everything maintenance-wise is going great. So overall, it's been fine. So the allergy side is what it is. At this point, Calcifer is staying. Technically, I have like 40 minutes to return him, and I don't think that's happening in the next 40 minutes. So, I mean, I'd have 40 minutes to claim that I want to return him, I guess, but it's not going to happen as of now. So Calcifer is officially part of the family, and now it's a question of just trying to maintain and manage and make sure things go as well as possible, which I'm very excited for. I'm very excited for the next few months in terms of how things iterate and develop with him, just learning and adapting. He's becoming more comfortable in the house. He has access to most of the house, just not the upstairs, just because there's no reason for that yet. He likes jumping around. He likes coming to play with me. He likes me, right, Calcifer? See, there he is. Cal, do you just want attention? Okay, I think I've talked enough, so we're gonna give him attention. Maybe I'll show up later today for another part of the segment. We'll see. But for right now, cat ownership going well. Buying too many toys for him. Absolutely. The reason I got that is because yesterday was kid shopping day, meaning the first wave of toys and pets and furniture I took care of myself. But yesterday I told my kids that we're going to go to Petco and they can pick out whatever they want. And they all picked out a few things, and they collaboratively agreed on that tower, which Calcifer likes so far. So that's a win. Although I think I want a higher tower. I think we're not going to do it yet, but as he goes up, I want to get like a high tower because he'll like that. Anyways, I'll see you later today or tomorrow with the next of our segments over here, because this is still week 3 of the vlog, even though it's closing on again. 23 days out of 30 technically means we are already done with week 3. 24 days out of 30, but we're just doing it the way we're doing it. Anyways, looks like Cal's going to a little bathroom trip, and I'm going to play with him after that, and I will see you later. Day 24 of 30, and we're heading into the last week of week 3, the last day of week 3, or what we're calling week 3. This is going to be the last cat vlog video, so Cal's in the background over there, and we're going to call this the last one because I don't want to keep going forever. I think it's been a good week plus of owning a cat at this point. I had our first vet appointment today, so the first vet visit was today, which was nice. I mean, except for the vet bill, which wasn't too high, but like, it's still a vet bill. But outside of that, Cal got his first checkup. Calcifer, Cal got his first checkup. And anything else interesting happening? I learned to trim his nails today. Watched a YouTube video. It's terrifying. It's terrifying taking a pair of something sharp to someone else's nail who can't tell you what's going on. But like, I watched the video and I did what the video said. It's fascinating. Like, you push down on their paw and their nails like spring out, which I just learned today. And then I cut off a bunch of nails, and then I didn't do the other paws because I didn't want to push my luck too much. Now that I've done it, I kind of want to watch the video again to make sure I'm doing it correctly before I do the next one. Like, even things like how many nails are there? Are there 5 nails? I don't even know. Are there only 4 nails? I think I only did 4 nails, but technically this might be 5. I'm going to look this stuff up and figure it out. But he trusted me, which is nice. I've built up this degree of trust with this kitten that I've kidnapped from his family a week ago. Has he been scratching? I think this is him. I think that might be him. That might not be him. But I also, oh my gosh, this conversation about nails is on point. Because here's the deal. I've never noticed that before. Like this little thing over here, where you have that there, I've never noticed that before. And like maybe I just never noticed it, but like I also have a cat that has been getting sharp nails this past week, which is why I was looking up the trimming part to make sure I could take care of things. Anyways, what was I saying? Where'd he go? He's there. He's coming down, or he's playing. Now that I know he's ripped up this leather chair that I've had since 2011. I think I've had this chair since 2011. What are you doing? What are you doing, Cal? Oh, he's playing. Oh, something's falling there. Since 2011, I've had this chair, and apparently it's now been scratched up. So, I mean, to be fair, it's kind of a wreck, but it's a comfy wreck. Anyways, back to what I was saying. So I learned how to trim his nails. I will be double checking that, and I'll be getting to the rest of him because I don't want more ripped up chairs. Like this couch is the kind of good material. Like it's more scratchy, and it's not really like destroying as much, but you know, I'd rather you not destroy too many things. Anyways, back to what I was saying. So I learned how to trim his nails. Too little, too late. I took him to the vet today, and then outside of that, anything else interesting cat-wise? Not particularly. I'm still constantly trying to learn new things, just learning how to be a decent cat owner, because I don't know, most things in life I try to approach anything at all I've ever done, from having kids to starting the YouTube channel to having a cat, whatever it is. I'm a big believer in research, and not just doing things. So many times in life we just do things. We just kind of proceed forward and hope for the best. I like research. I like looking into what it is that I need to know, and it often means you often have too much knowledge at first. So much of the knowledge is not useful. Like I remember when I first got into YouTube, like I learned so much about tags, and do tags matter? Do they not matter? What's the current best practice? And it's not something you really need to know. I mean, I guess that's because tags don't matter anymore, and they used to, but they don't anymore. But I guess I know that now. But there's so much stuff that I learned that you don't necessarily apply, and it's true here as well. Between ChatGPT, between talking to the vet, between asking dozens of questions, between Google, between going to Reddit forums on how to handle Siberian, do they like collars? Do they not like collars? Should I get a collar anyway? Should I microchip them? Should I neuter them? Should I spay them? Well, neuter them because it's a male. But anyways, there's so much stuff, and I like coming in prepared. I think it sets you up for success, because otherwise you're just kind of moving along. And sometimes moving along is fine. Sometimes moving along gives you the information you need to know. Other times it doesn't. Like here's a fun fact for you, not to get too personal, but here's a fun fact. Fiber is a good thing. You know something I didn't know? This is just thing happened to me like a few months ago, but it's a random incident. I've been trying to be mindful of my macros and all these things as I try to lose weight the past few months, and I was having more fiber. And I never knew that apparently there is such a thing as too much fiber, especially right away. Like if you go from having a lot of fiber, if you go from having no fiber to having a lot of fiber, that messes with you, and you'll have some bathroom issues. You have inabilities to go to the bathroom as your body tries to process that much fiber, and it can mess you up. I had some very uncomfortable days from having too much fiber in my diet added right away. Like I went from maybe I was lucky to get 5 grams of fiber a day to suddenly getting 40 grams of fiber a day. And that's not a good jump. You can do 40 grams of fiber. You should not go from 0 or 5 to 40. It's something I learned. But anyways, I guess it's a random point to say, I guess this has now become the don't eat too much fiber or you're gonna have trouble pooping vlog instead. But that's kind of just my point about being well researched is certainly not a bad thing. Also, this guy's having fun right now. I'll have to go play with him. I think I have to go play with him. He's been sleeping for, what happened? Anyways, I will have to go play with him because he's been sleeping for 6 hours now, and usually when he's done sleeping, he likes to play instead. So I'm gonna go spend some time with him. This is the end of week 3, the end of the cat vlog, and next week, you know what I think I'm gonna do? Next week we're gonna have the Gen Con. It's gonna be a Gen Con vlog, but kind of different. Next week's vlog, I'm deciding this now, is going to be going over the process of covering the 50 games I came back from Gen Con with. Like, what does that look like? What have I played already? What am I already going through the rules on? Because I've said this before, but I constantly try to read as many rule books as possible and play as many games as possible for my Gen Con games, because I like to get that list down to a manageable number as soon as possible. Anyways, my battery on this camera is about to run out. This is the end of week 3. I'm Alex Radcliffe from Board Game Co., and I will see you next week. And have a good one.